to share some more fun ideas on fine motor skill development for your child. Fine motor skill involves the small muscles that control the hands, fingers, and thumb. They help children perform important tasks like feeding themselves, grasping toys, dressing themselves, buttoning buttons, zipping zippers, printing, drawing, and so much more. The ability to complete self-care in everyday tasks helps a child's self-esteem and confidence will increase. And that is so important in today's world. It's important to start working with children on building their fine motor skills from an early age. Fine motor skills will develop and improve as they move through childhood. Remember, it's important to practice a lot on a child's fine motor skills. And you can do that from your own home in a fun way. I'm going to show you how. I've brought some fun activities that you can develop from your own home with things that you might have around the house. So let's get started. We're going to start with babies. So what I found was a box that I had around the house. You can use a cereal box, food box of any kind. It doesn't have to be completely square. I just happen to have one. What I did is I found some different kinds of ribbon that I had. I poked holes in the box, and then I ran the ribbon through the box, and I knotted each end so that I can encourage the babies to grasp on to the ribbon and pull. So they can pull, but I don't have to worry about them pulling it right out of the box. It will stop once it hits the knot, so that the babies are grasping and pulling, and it'll only go so far. So it keeps their interest. It makes the sound, and it's strengthening. And it's a nice little toy for them to use. So there's the first little activity that you could make. And you can decorate it up however you want. Got any rollers at your house? Or tubes? You could also use tubes from the paper towel holders if you want. For this one I used a scarf that I had, or you could use a washcloth. Take the washcloth, place it in the tube. So what do you think you do with this? All you have to do is present it to your baby or toddler. The toddlers would like this one too. And watch what they do. With the toddlers, they're going to grasp onto it, babies too, and they're going to pull. And they pull out. And it becomes a fun game. They will pull it out and think it's great fun. Again, so see the motion? They're grasping onto it. It's the fingers and the thumb working together, grasping onto it. There's two activities. Easily made, takes no time at all, and it becomes a great interaction. Let's move on to the next activity. Take a look at these animals. Preschoolers would have a great time with this. You can tell them the animals need to be rescued. These poor animals, what happened to them? It became a story that you could tell. Oh, they need their help. So what I've done is I've taken elastic and I've wrapped it around them. So they're having to use their fine motor skills to unwrap the animals and save them. So they're unwrapping the animals from the elastic and saving them. They can tell a story as they do it. Maybe of what happened to them, and becomes a great language skill as well. You don't want to wrap them too tight because you don't want the elastic to break. But as they unwrap, you can see that they're using their fingers and their thumb together to unwrap. But then it becomes their turn. They can wrap them back up for the next person to play or for you. It can become a hide and seek activity where they hide them and you have to find them around the house. Another way to play this game. There's a fun activity to try. Take a look at this one. So taking some foam, and you could use the planting foam for your flowers, for your fake flowers, before a base, that works as well. And I've taken some pipe cleaners, or you can use spaghetti. That's another way of using this. And I've just taken them and poked them into the styrofoam. And for the younger age kids, I'd use the shorter pieces. And for the older preschoolers, I'd use the longer ones. And I found some loose parts, buttons and beads. And I would place them on my pipe cleaners for a fun activity. You can decorate that up however you want. Look at that. Again, see how my thumb and my fingers are working together? Opportunity your child has to practice these fine motor skills, the more confidence they have in their abilities. So you want to give them the opportunity to try different things, different activities. Change it up a little. Give them different materials to work with to pick up. What else do we have here? Move these out of the way. As they practice, they're going to refine those skills. Here's another activity that I found. So I've taken a balloon and some marbles, and I'm going to fill the balloon with the marble. So again, picking up those marbles and placing in the balloon. So this is going to take a little bit of strength to get them in the balloon because it's a tight fit. If I'm finished and I want to keep it like that, it becomes a fidget ball. But I might not, I would tie it off and keep it that way. But then I might not want to keep it that way. I might want to take it apart. So then I would take them out and start over again. So this becomes another activity of taking them out. So then I'm working my fingers in a different way. I'm working the marbles up the balloon squeezing them out. School-agers like this activity. Again, if you're using this with younger kids who put things in their mouth, you're going to want to make sure you keep a close eye on them because for choking reasons. So again, always keep an eye on the kids when they're using small parts. Okay, so that's that activity. Let's get into cutting and scissor skills. Move this to the side. Children that are using scissors sometimes have a hard time with this. If you use Play-Doh or plasticine or clay, if kids are having a difficult time with scissor skills, introducing Play-Doh or plasticine or clay is a good idea for cutting. If you roll it into what looks like a snake, you take your scissors. If you're a lefty like I am, being left-handed and learning to cut was always a hard thing to do. So, using plasticine or Play-Doh or clay, here's a good little trick. Remember, holding the scissors, thumb on top, he gets to be the leader, always on top. And try cutting the Play-Doh first. So, I'm taking the Play-Doh and I'm going to snip, 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 snip. That was much easier than cutting paper first. And that gets me with the rhythm. Snip, open, snip, open, snip, open, snip, open. So I'm squeezing and open, squeeze and open, squeeze and open. So try that out with your scissors. And here's another activity for scissor skills if you're having a hard time. I took my muffin tray and I put some treasures inside. Then I took some painter's tape and I covered a strip over top. I want to try to get to my treasures that are trapped inside. So I have to use my scissors to rescue the treasures. So I have to snip across. The tape is holding it in place, so I have to just make one snip. So let's try it and see if it works. It does. Just one snip is all I need to do. It works. That one popped right out when I saved it. So there is another fun fine motor activity that you can try. So those are just a few fun ways of making fine motor skill development fun and easy at home that you can give it a try. I'll be back again with some more ideas, but give those ones a try and I hope you enjoy it. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.